Dobry wieczór Państwu. Witam Państwa serdecznie w kolejnym odcinku naszego podcastu Festiwalu Muzyki Przywracanej. W kolejnych odcinkach rozmawiamy z kolejnymi artystami, którzy wystąpią dla nas podczas 9. edycji festiwalu, która odbędzie się pod koniec sierpnia 2026 roku. I dzisiaj porozmawiamy o koncercie, który będzie bardzo szczególny, ponieważ do Szczecina wróci muzyka kompozytora urodzonego w Szczecinie i będzie to Otto Manasse. Otto Manasse, którego twórczość została odkryta w Monachium, a szerzej opowie o niej Anja-Maria Luidl, która jest dzisiaj naszym gościem, a w sierpniowym koncercie wystąpi razem z Michaelą Pyn na fortepianie i Tomaszem Szczęsnym, który będzie grać na wiolonczeli, natomiast Ania jest mezzosopranistką i dzisiaj właśnie opowie nam najpierw o Otto Manasse, a potem o swojej pracy, która również polega na przywracaniu muzyki. Hello Anya, I'm very glad to meet you. I just introduced you and explained that it will be a very special concert on our festival, which will bring the music of Otto Manasse back to his family city, to his hometown in Szczecin. So I'm very glad that you will be with us in August and that we have an opportunity to talk to you today. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you.
So I think we'll start our conversation about the Otto Manasse. I know that it's his face looking on us from behind. So can you tell me, how did your story with Otto Manasse begin? How did it start?
Yeah, the bust has a big role in this history. So I start the rediscovery of the works of composer Otto Manasse is the result of a chain of fortunate coincidences. For many years, my aunt possessed the bust of a man whose engraved name had been unknown to the owners for decades, Otto Manasse. Nobody knew who it was. The bust came from the estate of my great-grandfather Wolfgang Ruoff, who, as a pianist, accompanist, chamber musician, and professor of the Academy of Music in Munich, was friend with Manasse. The turning point came from an act by the artist Wolfgang Kastner, who inscribed the names of 100 Jewish musicians on the stairs outside the Munich University of Music and Performing Arts, including Otto Manasse. The Süddeutsche Zeitung published a photo in this arts section. My aunt saw this photo, recognized Kastner's name, called him to tell him about the bust's existence. And soon after she called me and asked, Anja, have you happened to come across anything by Otto Manasse in your great-grandfather's sheet musics? I said, no. I don't know this name. I don't know, but I'll see. So I walked to my shelf and found an old green folder, a collection of scores that had been personally dedicated to my great-grandfather. And inside, I found the songs from the Toskanische Liederbuch. We also found other compositions by Otto Manasse. Introduktion, Variation und Fuge über den Choral, Jerusalem, du hochgebaute Stadt, and an organ fantasia on the same choral, as well as a suite for cello and piano, and a piano work called Metamorphosen. The organ works were performed in the series Unheard Voices by the organist Michael Grill Grill continued his work researching Manasse's biography, gathering much of what you hear about Manasseh today. And he did make the connection. between us.
Yes, and Michael Grill made the connection. I've met Michael a couple of months ago. He was visiting Szczecin again with our former editor of the big newspaper here, Bogdan Twardochleb, and we met all together. And they told me about the music, and I said, great, we will make it work. We will organize an event, and we will spread the word about your work and about Otto Manassego. But I didn't know that it was such a personal connection to you, that it was dedicated to your grandfather. Yes,
Great
so
grandfather.
great grandfather.
Yes.
Can you, like, only briefly, because that will be also explained in the book we will publish, in the program book, but can you tell us briefly about the Otto Manassego life? What we already know, that he was born in Szczecin.
Yes, he was born the 10th June 1861 in Szczecin. His parents were Levi Manasseh, a merchant in Szczecin, and Henriette Manasseh, née as Markunson. After his father's early death, his uncle Aaron became his guardian. He attended the Marienstiftsgymnasium in Szczecin, and 1881 he enrolled at the University of Zurich, studying chemistry. He later transferred to the University of Berlin, where he earned the doctorate. In 1884 he moved to Munich and studied at the Ludwig Maximilians University. He researched hydroaromatic compounds. This is his special thing.
quite a strange, thing for musicians, but okay, so chemistry.
Hydroaromatic compounds, yes. And
Hydroaromatic compounds.
he worked for Bayer, a great chemical industry, after his studies. Manasseh filed patents in Germany in 1896, later in England and the USA. He contributed to research for the Farbwerke. This was later the Höchst AG. It's also very well known in Germany. And developments that laid groundwork for the first industrial plastics, later named bakelit. So this was his main
field, like
thing,
the main,
his main
yes.
field, and it's likely his patent work enabled him to devote himself to composing later on, because he earned a lot of money with this, we think.
A dream of all of us.
Yes, that's true. So we don't know much about his musical education. We don't know much about his life in general, but also the musical education. We only know Max Reger came to Munich 1901 till 1907, and Manasseh took private lessons for composition.
Okay.
From 1933, Manasseh was a member of the Evangelical Lutheran congregation of the Erlöser Church in Munich, Schwabing. That's important because Michael Grill was a GMD from the Erlöser Church.
Okay.
This is all connected.
Music directors. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's, yes.
So he was unmarried. Manasseh was unmarried and had no children. He also used the pseudonym Thomas E. Aston. In 1939, the Nazi pressure intensified. Paul Graener head of a Reich Association of Composers in the Reichsmusikkammer, tried to help him stay in his apartment. But the appeal to the Munich major feeler apparently failed. On August 1939, Manasse moved to Tengstraße, then in October to Wintersteinstraße, and from December 1941 he was in the Clemens-August-Straße internment camp. Then on February 24, 1942, to the Knorrstraße barracks, listed in the records as a Jewish camp. The registration office noted on June 23, 1942, with unknown destination departed. So on June 24, 1942, the 80-year-old Otto David Manasse, together with 49 others, was deported to Theresienstadt. He died there on November 27, 1942. Cause of death recorded as intestinal catarrh. So Manasse kept some scores and his grand piano with my great-grandfather. He gave it to him, who lived at this time in the Hillebrand house. It's a famous house in Munich. The site is today's called Monacensia in Munich, and it's an archive for Bavarian culture and literature. The grand piano fate is unknown. We don't know.
Okay.
The scores were surfaced only partially, and it is a special wish of mine to fulfill Manasse's wish by presenting the notes dedicated to my great-grandfather and performing the songs. So this is
yes.
the line. Back to me.
Back to you.
Yeah. We don't know much about the other things Manasse gave my great-grandfather, because my great-grandmother was divorced.
Okay.
So our family didn't have
They
much
split.
contact. Yes, it was a problem in the family.
Okay.
So it went over edges. So.
But do you think that some more scores could survive somewhere, or you and Michael Grill you search everything and no other things?
I'm sure there must be other compositions from him. I'm really sure, but this is the work we know.
Yes,
We
still.
spread the informations and sometimes perhaps.
So now you said that you opened a file and there were the scores. And what was your first impression, your first idea? You see the scores, and what was the feeling?
Yes, when I found this course, I found it difficult to assess the notation by myself. I play piano fairly well, but the accompaniment is harmonically complex and densely textured. So it was a great luck to meet Michaela Pühn. In this moment, I met Michaela, an excellent pianist who can sight read all pieces. She can play it all
Just like that.
In one moment, yes. Her ability allowed us to experience Manasse's music together and to place the vocal line and the piano accompaniment in a coherent relationship. We brought it together. It quickly became clear that we had made a wonderful discovery and that the work would be worth the effort. Since then, each time we revive these pieces for a concert, we discover new qualities. one could say we have fallen in love again and again.
Okay. And in 2014, you recorded an album, and I assume that after all that you had a special feeling. It was not like any other music, but it was very, very personal for you, this
Yes.
CD.
Yeah.
So that's. And can you say something about the music language of Otto Manasseh? Is it something unique, or you see some influences? Like, what could you tell us about what the language, the music language? Just
This is a question.
because
Yes. Okay.
I think that I think that in the late 19th century and the beginning of 20th century, like composers were like looking for their own identity, their own music, very new ideas. When I work with the pieces from the first half of 21st century, I often discover that they have more and more ideas. I'm always wondering how all of that would develop if there wouldn't be a war. There didn't happen the war and the Holocaust and the destruction of the disappearance of many musicians. So that's why I'm always interested in this musical style and this Otto Manasseh's language. Do you think is there something particular?
Yes, so basically I don't like to describe music with words, because music speaks for
Yes.
for itself. So I ask quickly the pianist Alexander Levinson, who performed in the recent concert the piano work from Otto Manasseh, this Metamorphosen, and said, "What do you think?" He just went very inside the music, and he wrote me, it's expressionism, it's neoclassicism, and it's extremely expressive modern work, in his opinion.
In
So
opinion,
I would say it's late romantic harmonies who carry the listener like waves through the piece. These harmonies are changing, and then there are appearing bright melodies and rhythm patterns, and recede again into the harmonic tide. It's always like waves.
yes, like the
Surfing.
waves.
For me.
I've listened to the CD, but I'm really curious experiencing on a concert, and especially in Szczecin. I think that there is always a genius loci, like a place for the music, and in a special place the music can sound completely different. Like in the place of the birth of the composer, it's always some deep connection with the place. So I'm curious about listening it live. And you will perform the suite for violoncello and clavier and the pianoforte, and Toskanische Liederbuch. Do you have your favorite one? Your favorite song?
Yeah, also I can say Michaela and we have our favorite moments always in
Okay.
in different songs. I would talk of two songs who are very special for us. The first is the song is called Wie sinken die Augen mir heute, also how my eyes sink today. The music turns very dark, it's very dark. The one who was to come did not come. This is the text.
Okay.
Der kommen wollte, komm nicht. And then the piece brightens again with longing. And then in German, it's und käm er, mein lieber Geselle, den Schlaf, den kannte ich nicht. If he's coming, my fellow, the sleep I do not know. There is a change of this, an exquisite longing and brightness, and it's like a light. This is a very nice, a little
moments of this music,
a little
yes.
moment. And then I wanted to talk the first song. It's called Ich hab ein schönes Schloss gebaut. I had built a fine castle. Foreshadowed the future as the owner is driven out of the castle and laments, I'm a poor man who built it, and I go and leave my castle to sorrow. In German it's Ich armer, dieses Schloss gebaut. Ich gehe und lasse mein Schloss in Leid und Schmerz. It's really deeply expressed. And for us, it's always like a beat to the heart, because later in his biography, this fate sadly befell Otto Manassego. He had to leave his home with 80 years. So he wrote this piece much
earlier, yes.
Earlier. So yes.
Wow, that's really deep. I think on a concert we have to also prepare in some way the maybe the translations also for the audience, that we could I will think about how to do it, but I think that, you know, after what you said, yes, I think we'll include that. So that's Otto Manassego and his music, which we will bring to Szczecin. But of course, there is also plenty of your other work on the opera stage and doing recitals and chamber music. So what's the most satisfying for you? Which part of your work? I know it's very extending. There is your biography on our website. so, but can you just point us what is the greatest fun for you?
Yeah. So I can't decide from both sides, but answering this question definitively is not easy. Portraying a figure on the stage requiring an embodied understanding of the role, of the person in all facets, how they stand, move, gesture, and express themselves. In the song, the scenes and people are condensed like a short video clip. It's a really like a short story. And to make the emotions and feeling accessible to the audience within a brief moment, stage appearance is a major advantage in this moment, because you must briefly go in this moment. So singing with an orchestra on the stage feels like the voice is carried on a vast carpet in a sound in a large space. It's really, you can give your big voice in a large space. So it's exciting. And the working with a pianist is intimate. It's an intimate work, and the songs afford this collaborative pairing deeply with your pianist. This is also very makes you very happy. For me, both formats bring great satisfaction. I can't decide.
And since 2008, you are also curating and making the series Leader Freude. Can you tell me something? Can you tell us something about that also, about those idea?
Which idea I didn't?
The Leader Freude.
Mm-hmm.
Leader Freude. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the aim of Liederfreude was to bring the song back into the living room, into this smaller rooms, like the Schubertiade was. It
Okay.
into an intimate atmosphere and a personal exchange. So you are really near to the artists. And the Seidel Villa in Munich, Schwabing, proved to be an ideal place. An old villa's living room with seating for up to 80 people. This is
Mm-hmm.
30, 80 people. It was a space for the artistic program to breathe. In those years, many song evenings were dropped from major concert programs, leaving only the big names and the popular programs like Winterreise. If you call someone and you say, I'm doing Winterreise, it was okay. But if you say, I want to make Manasse, no chance
Yeah,
to get the
okay.
room.
Yeah.
So I felt it was important to spark a new audience and a space open to new and artistic discoveries. Each artist brings their own audience, and some of those people are added to the email lists, and so sparked by their enthusiasm, attend other Liederfreude evenings. And so, time by time, a concert series with its own quality emerged. So we brought it
Okay.
up. And
Yeah.
now we can do extremely programs, but the people come.
Okay.
Because they know it's
So
always
big,
quality.
so big working with the audience and also like making the broad repertoire, not only the core one, not only the canon, but also all of that which can be a little different. So I'm very happy that you will come to Szczecin. You will perform in a beautiful room in the castle. It's renovated and it's a very good atmosphere. And I know what we can expect. I think that we will expect a very special evening with the work of Otto Manassego. I would like to commemorate the idea. I'm happy to share your story also in Szczecin. I am going to ask you the last question, but it's not an easy one. If you have just one sentence to encourage people to discover Otto Manassego music, what would you say? This, I'm always like thinking, okay, so how should I encourage people to discover new music? Why this is important, and what would you say our audience why it's important?
Yes, you should come because it's music. Manasse's music is full of musical treasures. It's like always a new idea, a new color, a new like a. And the audience in the concert was so enthusiastic and happy that this work survived the destruction time of the Nazis and can now sound again in a new setting. So this is really a moment of change.
Moment
So
of change, and I think that it's also a moment of hope or an
yes,
uplifting moment, because it's very, I think it's always like that not everything is distracted. Like people can put so much effort in destroying things, but then there is always something survived, and I think that it's the very beautiful thing. And I'm very happy that you follow this path of Otto Manassego and his music. So thank you very much for the conversation. We are in touch since few months, and we will be in the next weeks and months. And yes, we are looking forward to meet you in Szczecin.
Yes, I'm sure there will be a special energy in this evening. So I will tell all the people they should come to join this special moment. And I hope the evening will flow from heart to heart, and the audience will enjoy Manasse's diversity and its colors. And for me, it's a great joy to rescue this music from oblivion and to bring it back to this birthplace in Szczecin. And I'm very thankful that you organized and engaged you for this concert. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And once again, looking forward to meet you. And for all our listeners, the concert of Otto Manassego works will be on 28th of August 2026 at the Castle of Pomeranian Dukes in Szczecin. The tickets are still available. They are running out, so it's better not to wait for the last moment. And also, if you are listening to us from abroad, the whole week of concerts will be a nice opportunity to visit Szczecin, to enjoy the city. Every concert is in different place, so you can not only admire the music and learn about the repertoire that you do not know, but also you can enjoy the city in the late summer. And for me, it's the perfect time in Szczecin to spend a very nice week. Thank you, Ania, once again, and see you soon in Szczecin.
Thank you, Jakub. Thank you.